Hello and welcome to Cities Skylines Natural Disasters. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a wonderful day because tornadoes and sinkholes plague this vast plain. Get the city back in shape by gaining population and money. Your citizens need to live long, happy lives for you to succeed. Yes, this is Tornado Country. It is a scenario in City Skylines Natural Disasters. This is the town of Pepper Lake, as you can see at the bottom of the screen and right here in front of you. And the goal here today is to basically have a population of over 260,000, which I have never done in City Skylines. There need to be 20,000 full lifespans lived in the city, and I need more than 1 million money. I will lose the game if I have less than minus 30,000 money. So this scenario is basically a simple one. There are going to be tornadoes, there are going to be sinkholes, but other than that, it is just a case of growing this city as best I possibly can. And at the moment, there is nothing but residential zoning here. We need commercial, we need industrial, and that is what we're going to get today. So over this way, I think is going to be a great place to start spending some money. We have 500,000, we're going to call it dollars because saying money sounds a little silly. We have $500,000 to spend, and that's what I'd like to do. So let's, number one, get rid of that bit of road. And number two, bring a little bit of road over like this. Connecting it all around like that. And we'll connect a little bit of road down like this and up like that as well. And we can put a whole bunch of industrial zoning into that space, and that'll hopefully create some jobs for people. Now, obviously, we're gonna need to get some commercial zoning in here as well, so we can extend off of that area just there, and we can also go ahead and possibly do this. I think this will work. We'll go ahead and we will do a little bit of zoning up that road. And possibly go ahead and do a little bit of a pedestrian path there to connect through that space. And that can be just a whole bunch of commercial zoning in there. So that'll hopefully create some jobs and places for people to work as well, which will be absolutely fantastic. Now let's see, these are some one-way roads here. Do we have avenues at the moment? Yes, we do. I am going to upgrade this road to be an avenue, along with that bit of road as well, because what I'd like to do is go ahead and turn this into a one-way road going into that neighborhood, and this can be a one-way road coming out of that neighborhood, so that traffic is going to be able to get about nice and easily. At least that's the hope anyway. So we'll see if that works. It might not. We shall find out. But I think that might be a decent little start. So let's go ahead and run the simulation, and we'll see what happens. I do also think adding a little bit more residential zoning along here might be a pretty decent idea, so we'll do that. We can add a little bit around the edges up there as well, and a little bit over there too. Maybe not there, maybe not in that space. But immediately, these areas are filling up really nicely. These guys do need water though, so let's go ahead and get just a little bit of water into that area. And maybe we can connect over like this as well, to just make sure that these guys are always going to have water as well. So that should do that job. We'll fill in that space too, and we're going to want to fill in this area as well. And there we go. So once that all starts filling up, we are gonna be fine. Now we are making some pretty good money. When do we next unlock something? We next unlock something at 2,600 people. We will get a new area. We get public transport, so we get buses, trams, taxis, and all that stuff. We get recycling policies, but we also get some new roads. We get some new pipes. We get new buildings. Cemetery is going to be useful. Let's see. The emergency shelter is going to be useful as well as the disaster response unit. We're going to want to get those as soon as we can. Now we do already have a medical clinic. We do already have a small fire station, and we do already have a police department as well, which is very important. Looking at disaster response things, I mean, there's nothing really in here. We are going to want to get a radio mast at some point. We are also going to want to get what detects... It is the weather radar. We're going to need a weather radar, and I think we also need the earthquake sensor. So that will detect a they detect sinkholes as well as earthquakes. We don't really need to worry about earthquakes. We do need to worry about sinkholes. We also need to worry about tornadoes, so we'll see what happens. We do still have pretty significant industrial demand, so let's just build upon that a little bit and add in some new areas there. And we'll get a whole bunch of industry around there too and hope for the best. I will be honest, I'm a little bit nervous about the first tornado that's going to come in here. I'm hoping it's not going to just absolutely destroy everything we have. I imagine that this is going to be a scenario that's going to take some significant time to do, especially since we need, what, 260,000 people? I don't know if I'm going to achieve that. I'm not going to sit and say here in part 1 that we're not going to do it, but I've never, ever gotten close to having 260,000 people as my population. And this is a default scenario, by the way. This isn't from the Steam Workshop. This isn't anything like that. This is a default scenario in the game. So it's apparently achievable. And I mean, to be fair, I've seen people on the City Skylines subreddit achieve massive populations before. I've just never done it. So this could very well be a first for me. I guess we'll see what happens. But I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I might have to look up some guides. I might have to look up, you know, how to do it. I might look up some other YouTube videos, even if that's kind of cheating. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I will say, I think I'm going to just change up this little area over here so that it is gonna be made up of commercial zoning. I think having some commercial zoning up there could be a nice change from all of the residential stuff we have going on. They already have water, of course, and I do think some little parks could be nice as well. This one's gonna fit in there real nicely. And actually, that totally works for me. I think that looks pretty good. That's going to increase the leisure in that area. Now, we are running into electrical problems. I guess we are powered by wind turbines. We probably want to look into a coal power plant. So let's throw one of those right on there at the end. And that's going to solve all of our problems. I do think I'll get rid of the wind turbines since we don't really need them. We'll also get rid of this. And I will get rid of this as well. So that is already connected to the grid. These guys over here are gonna, or this guy over here is gonna need a bit of, just a little bit of a connection like so. So we'll do that. And then I want to go at a right angle like this and bring it straight into, now what way am I going to connect this up? I guess what I'll do is I'll make a connection there. And I'm also going to make a connection just over here. And what that's going to do is create a, hopefully that's going to connect, which it did. That basically creates a redundant line. So if one of these lines was to get destroyed in a tornado or something, the other ones still exist, which is very, very important. Are we not generating enough electricity from this? Yeah, you produce 40, so we actually would need a second one of those. I guess that kind of makes sense. How much are these per month? They are 560 per week. Okay, that's fine. We'll go ahead and throw another one in. So hopefully that'll keep things okay. These guys over here are building a little bit of residential demand coming in there, which is not bad to see. Let's maybe go ahead then and... Oh, a tornado with intensity 5.0 is about to hit the city. Okay, where is it forming? It's forming here. And is moving that way. Oh, it's coming for us. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, that's bad. That's pretty bad. It looks like it might just... Oh no, it's coming straight for us. Yep. That is, you see what I mean about redundant power lines? Yeesh. Oh, that's not good. That's really not good. That's really not good. That killed a lot of people. That's not coming back, is it? No, it's gone. Okay. Immediately that's bad. Let's spend some cash to just expand, I think. I think that's going to be a fairly healthy thing to do after that. So, let's just expand this way. We'll go like that, I think. So we'll go up to there. We'll build our little section of road that goes to there. We'll go one way down to there. And let's just see if we can work out what exactly we're going to do to fight back against these tornadoes. Because they are crippling. Definitely crippling. So, we need a solution. That's definitely a thing that we need. What that solution's going to be, however, I don't really know. Not really sure on that one. But we'll figure something out. Now, let's go ahead and zone a whole bunch of residential zoning all up in there, I think. Seems like a pretty good spot. We'll de-zone you guys. And I want to put commercial in there. And I want to de-zone you. And I want to put residential in there. Alright, so that's going to be a decent mix. Obviously, a lot of buildings here needing sorted. The problem is that we kind of need the disaster response unit, because it will be able to actually come in and deal with these buildings and mark them for reconstruction. Same with the roads. The roads kind of just need bulldozed until we have the disaster response unit. So, that's kind of unfortunate. But that is kind of the only response that there is to make right now, because I don't have that disaster response unit. So, what we'll do is just manually replace the roads, but I think I'm going to have to make it a priority. Can I just upgrade these? Oh, I can. That's incredibly useful, actually. That is incredibly useful. That makes things a lot easier. So if we just upgrade the roads, I don't think any of the other roads... Oh, no, that road's been hurt. Okay. So that road's sorted. These roads... Did I delete those? I guess I did. We'll replace you and replace you. And I think the rest of them, I mean... Obviously, all of that needs bulldozed. Which is unfortunate, because... I don't really want to manually do this, but I'm going to have to. We just need to get rid of all of the rubble. Which, again, also sucks because it means that we don't get to search for survivors, but that's just the way things are going to have to be here. We don't have the correct means to respond to that kind of disaster at the moment. So there we go. That's all of that now bulldozed. That's all going to need to be marked for rezoning and rebuilding. And that sucks, but that's natural disasters for you. That's what happens. Let's see what happens if we can... Let's see if we can rebuild here as well. That's going to be interesting to see. Now, when's the first sinkhole going to hit? That's another question. Now, fortunately, monetarily speaking, we're okay. Which is nice. I'll give it that. It's nice that monetarily speaking, we're not doing so bad. But, yeesh, those disasters... They'll get you. They'll get you, is what they'll do. Now, let's see. The demand for residential zoning is... I guess it's going to be low, isn't it? It is going to be low because we have got so much zoning marked out, don't we? And if you've been watching me play City Skylines for any period of time, you'll be aware that I do that all the time. I always zone way too much. I think in this situation, I'm going to want to be zoning a bit much. Just to make sure we can regrow. Now, the problem I'm seeing here is that we need, what, 8,000? 2,600 people in here for the DRU, as I'm going to start calling it, because all the cool kids abbreviate things, and disaster response unit is going to become really tedious to say over and over again. So we're going to need to get the DRU at some point, which is going to be, I think, immediately. As soon as we hit 2,600 people, I think we're going to want it. Now, what is up with you guys? Not enough educated workers. Do we have any schools? We do not. Okay. a school is going to cost me 160 per week. An elementary school will be 160 per week. That's fine. Let's throw one up there. And we don't really need another one. Which is good, actually. It's good that we don't need another one right now. I'll go ahead and D-zone the area around that and just do like a little gravel path or something to clearly mark it out. Doesn't look so bad to me. It's actually kind of nice. Definitely not bad. What's also not bad is the fact that traffic is moving kind of decently. Which it doesn't always do in City Skylines. It is backing up a little bit here, but I think that might just be because of the transition from this little road to an avenue. But I am kind of glad I put all of the industrial zoning over here, because it means that if it needs to get out of the city, it can go, it doesn't have to go through the main part of the city. So that kind of bodes well. I do think I want to expand it a little bit though. So let's just do that kind of thing. And let's just go ahead and zone a bunch of industrial zoning in there and up there. And just a little bit down here as well. So that can hopefully fill up and create a few more jobs, incentivizing people to move into Pepper Lake in world-famous tornado country. You wouldn't live in an area called Tornado Country, would you? Well, I guess in a sense, that's actually something humans do a lot, isn't it? Like, people in general, like, a lot of cities are built on, like, floodplains, and some are built, like, in known areas that are hit by hurricanes and tornadoes all the time. Like, Florida is, like, hit by major hurricanes a lot, and there's a lot of different areas in the US that are hit by, like, hurricanes and tornadoes. I guess it is just one of those things, isn't it? Like, you don't always get to choose, number one, where you live, and sometimes land can be such a suitable land can be, you know, few and far between. I guess you don't always get to make that choice. Ooh, water availability is not all that good right now. I'm going to put one of these down here because I don't want to put it too close to the other one in case one of them gets hit by a tornado. So let's just keep that out there and connect it up like so. And I will say the population is increasing kind of nicely. It's getting pretty close to 2,600. Hopefully that disaster response unit isn't too expensive, because that would certainly be a shame. But I reckon we can get it. Oh, we are having sewage problems as well. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and throw another sewage outflow pipe just all the way down there. In fact, let's put two of them down there. Right beside each other is maybe a little bit risky in case of tornado, but it does mean that I can get rid of the sewage from that area, which I kind of want to do. So let's put that in there. And do they have power? Yes, they do. Well, that works for me. That's no problem. Let's see, what's the population? 2,300. 300 people more. And we have the room for it. There's still plenty of space around here that isn't filled up. So we're gonna get it. We're gonna get there. You are almost full. Almost full. That's fine. No big deal at all. 2,400. Come on, give me that 2,600. There is a little bit of demand for commercial zoning. Okay. Is it risky building my whole city sort of in this kind of strip? Because I guess if a tornado came through that way, it could destroy everything. So I think I'll start building this way a little bit. Let's also get rid of this power line, because it's kind of in a bad spot. So do that. And let's see what I can do here. I reckon what I'll do is go ahead and do that. So we've got like a little mini roundabout going on there. I then want to D-zone all of that bit and bulldoze you for a second. And then I want to go up like this with a one-way road. And then I want to cross over with a two-way road. Then I want to turn this whole thing into a one-way road going down that way. So this one-way road sort of continues, basically. Which I think is fine. I think it's kind of cool. We'll just connect you over to there. And, yeah, it's going to basically connect up to, like, an area up here. So let's go another, like, 30 units go to there and bring it down. And then build off of this, because I think that might be a good idea. So 20 that way and straight down to there. And 20 that way and straight down like that. Then fill in that space and fill in that space. And that's a road that sort of flows the whole way through. And I think that's kind of cool. I think that'll be useful. We'll see if it's useful. I mean, there's no guarantees here, but I can be hopeful. So I think along that road, I will do some commercial zoning. And on this bit over here, a bit of residential zoning. In here, a bit more commercial. And a bit more commercial there. Then, actually, no. Let's do that entire interior space with residential, then surround it with commercial zoning. And do the same just there as well. So that seems like a pretty good mix to me. That seems fine. Now, obviously, they're going to need some water. That's certainly a thing that they're not going to have right now. But it's no big deal at all. Just fill in all of that space and bring a little single pipe through the middle like that. And we're good. All right, that's not so bad. This guy up here is going to need some electricity. I'll just go ahead and add in a wind turbine. Because it's a much easier way to do things than running some cables out there. And hopefully we'll see that fill up. Now the population is going to take a little bit of a dip because I got rid of some buildings, but I think we'll manage. I also really like this little like roundabout thing. I think it's kind of cool. It's interesting is what it is. Certainly an interesting way to do things. We are super close to 2,600 people. Give me that 2,600 people. Give me that 2,600 people so I can rescue my people when things go horrendously wrong. Because that's kind of what we need. Now, oh, a 9.0 tornado. Are you kidding me? We're so close though. Right. Boomtown. That seems appropriate. Let me pause real quick. How much is this? 50. Okay, that's actually good. It's massive though. But I think at this point we're gonna need it. So let me add a disaster response unit out that way. How much is it per week? Oh, okay, we've also got a small shelter and short radio masts. Oh boy, okay. Add a disaster response unit there. And a disaster response unit is also gonna go just there. And I think a bunker is gonna be an appropriate thing to get in here as well. So fortunately, I can actually put them in there, which is kind of cool. It is a bit expensive though. But I think like a single bunker could be useful for that area. Then a short radio mast is going to be good to sort of broadcast to everybody and say, hey, if you don't get to the bunker, you're probably going to die. So we'll throw that in there. Which gives us pretty good coverage. So let's say that we need to evacuate our citizens. Where is the tornado? Oh, good lord, that's going straight for everything. Everybody get to the bunker. Everybody into the bunker. Oh, this is terrible. This is terrible. So many people. Oh, we lost so many people in that. That's not good. That's really not good. Wow. All right. I mean, the good news, if there is such a thing after that kind of tornado, is that we do have the disaster response units and they are immediately declaring a lot of areas safe for reconstruction. Oh, that's bad. That's not good. They are declaring a lot of areas safe for reconstruction though, which means they will automatically rebuild. They will, I think, also clear a lot of things. Now, people are going into the bunker. Let's release you guys. Quite a few people made it into the bunker. So that could have been worse. We are also... Interesting that when you send people into the bunker, it seems to immediately cost you a lot of money. But I think that's okay. Now, are any of these places actually rebuilding right now? I'm not really spotting any of them rebuilding, I'm also noticing that a lot of the disaster response helicopters are... Oh yeah, no, some of these guys are definitely rebuilding. A lot of these roads are still blocked. I'm pretty sure the disaster response teams do actually deal with the blocked roads. I think they do anyway. There's no vehicles in use. They are using the helicopters right now. What repairs the roads, or do I have to do that? I have actually got no idea. I guess I do that? Do I fix the roads, or do they fix the roads? I guess I can wait a moment to find out. Because I really have got no idea. I really don't. Hold on, that road must have been hit, right? That road there must have been hit. I'm assuming that's been cleared. What about this road over here? Is that being fixed? No, I really don't know. They are declaring a lot of areas safe for reconstruction pretty quickly, though. So I'm assuming that's I'm assuming we'll find out. Well, I think that road must have been hit. So yeah, they absolutely must declare roads safe for reconstruction, right? Have you got any vehicles out? No, none of your vehicles are right either. I'm not quite sure why. Let me go ahead and just declare some roads safe for use here. Why can't I upgrade to one way? Why can't I upgrade to one way on this? Was it already a one-way road? I think it might have been. I guess it already was. That's fine. So that road is now open. Which should mean that... can you send vehicles out? Yeah, you're sending vehicles out now. That's good. So these vehicles can sort of go up and down these roads. Which is good stuff. It means they can... we can send vehicles out to also deal with the disaster. I like having these buildings. I like that this is all automatically being marked for reconstruction as well. That's nice. What's up with you guys? Low land value. Well, that's because the city was just hit by a tornado, guys. That's kind of a rude way to put things. Oh, we've got low land value. We were just hit by a tornado, but our house isn't as valuable as it used to be. That's rude, is what that is. That's really rude. That's a really rude way to look at things. Oh, my house. The value of my house isn't quite as high as it once was. Woe is me. Yeah, whatever. The people in here don't even have a house anymore. It's been bulldozed, and a cemetery has been put in its place. I wonder how they feel about it. I bet they're not complaining. I bet they're like, oh, we need the cemetery for the people that were lost in that horrendous disaster. What the hell happened over here? What burnt? Oh. The ice cube factory burnt down. That's a problem. Yeah, okay, so I might want to get a fire department over here. Because what seems to have happened there is the city was divided by the disaster, and the fire department couldn't actually respond to the fire in the industrial zone. Yeah, that seems about right. That seems that seems like it would be a problem. That definitely seems like it would be a problem. Now, I will say that pretty much everything here is ready for reconstruction, and everything has been cleared except for the roads, so I'm assuming the roads are my job. I'm assuming fixing the roads is entirely down to me. Unless... oh, hold on a minute. Would it be road maintenance? They travel around to boost roads. No. Granted, road maintenance would be kind of useful, I suppose, if they can let you travel at higher speed. But I don't know if that's actually a thing. I don't know if it's actually a thing that, like, anyone clears the roads for you. So I suppose we'll find out. I guess we'll find out. No worries. We'll totally figure it out. I will say, we haven't been hit by a sinkhole yet, and I am slightly worried about that. But for today, ladies and gents, I am going to leave it there. We've been hit by a couple of tornadoes. We have responded. Pepper Lake, Tornado Country is strong. We are a unified, united people. We frequently get hit by tornadoes, but we frequently respond well. We respond with strength and, once again, unity. So we're gonna just have to respond that way every single time. I would, however, like to go ahead and add in another bunker just up there, so that's next time a tornado comes around, we can go ahead and once again respond with the same strength and unity that we did for that original one. I'd also like to go ahead and add in this radio tower, so that the people of that area can, you know, be notified when something's going horrendously wrong. Now, here's a question. Where is the police department? There was the police department. Ah, that's that explains why policing is a problem. Fire department is also not doing so great. And medical clinic, presumably. Where is it? We had one. There was, at a time, a medical clinic. Can't help but notice that I'm either blind or it doesn't exist anymore. I think I might have bulldozed it from the original, from that original tornado. Let's go ahead and build a medical clinic then. Let's put it like there. Or like fairly central there. Yeah, that works. Alright. So medical clinic exists. Police are back. Fire department is back. That's going to cost me a bit of money, but ladies and gents, I am going to leave it there for today. Hopefully we can get the population to continue to rise. It is going to take a little while, but that's okay. What did I just... No. Oh, I like that we have this button to send people to the shelters. That's good. That's actually really good. Okay, yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you kind of for watching. This has been City Skylines and I guess Tornado Country. Tornado Country Part 1. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!